Hello and welcome. So, I was doing the 30-minute race around Le Mans and I was struggling because we were hit with torrential rain. Practically a typhoon hit the circuit and I was struggling. So, I didn't thought, if I'm struggling, how does the AI manage through this type of weather? So, for that, we are actually going to be following Team Genesis today. So Genesis is actually making its debut in Gran Turismo 7. Genesis is a subdivision of Hyundai. It's Hyundai's luxury vehicles. So Genesis, it's the Maybach to Mercedes. That is what Genesis is to Hyundai. So I've heard that it is a really good Group 4 race car. I have never used it before. That's why I decided let's follow it and see how it actually handles this type of weather, the circuit, and just how good is it as a Group 4 race car. So everything was going well up until the second chicane. This is when you slam on the brakes and the car just slid. As you can see, there are already cars that have spun out. So we go into a barrier, and then what happens? We full get RKO'd back into a barrier by 3 other vehicles. I like that Gran Turismo keeps that element of the AI are like almost real players. They act and drive like real players. I slam into walls. As you can see, we just got back up and we carried on running. We kept on going. But I wanted to take a minute because you can see myself, I'm sliding all over the place. But I want to take an in-depth look and see where it went wrong with the 3 cars that slid into me. As you can see, we're on board now with the Evo full lockdown. If we go back a little bit more, we see, okay, 86 was on the right hand side. 86 was actually flying, cut over in front of us. Now he went into a section of the track that I don't know why you would go into it. So did Subaru. He locks up on a small piece of grass. We get pushed by Subaru and we just T-bone the Genesis. There was no hope for the Genesis. Now I actually want to take a look at the Aston and see what happened here, because he didn't go slide into a barrier, but somehow he spun out. So we are going slowly and then we just spin. The RCF follows in our tracks and the Suzuki is like, come now, move, hits us, carries on. As you can see, the Aston and the RCF both recovered well. Then I heard over the radio that the Ferrari was actually in an incident. So as you can see, yellow flags, you need to slow down, it's pouring with rain, and the Ferrari goes full speed into the back of the Alpha. Look, I'm not a race marshal, I'm not an official, but this is what's throwing me off here a little bit. We somehow have a green light and there's a car literally facing the oncoming vehicles. Nothing about that seems safe to me. But hey, look, I'll give it to marshals. Maybe they know what they're doing. I don't know what I'm talking about, because there are cars in the barrier coming through the sand, just everything chaos. And then you have the Porsche that just decided to turn and fully reverse into the cars. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't think that is safe. Sorry about the voice crack there, I don't know what happened. Now looking at that same Porsche just reversed into traffic, you see when it slammed on brakes, it went into the back of the NSX, into a barrier, spinning, losing control, just it's basically just bolting around the circuit. It has no control over what's happening. Now this for me is very hazardous behavior. For the AI, this is what players do. If you played any form of sim racing or anything online, that's what they do. Now the Mustang as well. Rear wheel hit the patch of grass, hard on the brakes, and went sliding, bang, into a barrier, spinning. It's losing its head, it's gone. You get to see now all other vehicles. We see the Mustang comes, it lines up next to the Evo and the Supra. And then we learn that the Supra is actually driven by Harry Potter. The Supra just vanished. And then I found out they actually just got respawned. So, hey, it gotta be bad when even the AI is being respawned. So now we are in the Genesis and we see we are going really slow. Understand, we just went flying into a barrier at full speed. We just got body slammed by 3 other vehicles. As a driver, I think my nerves would be shot. However, just doing about 60 on the main straight, getting passed by a Mazda, we get passed by an Alpha, and then we still get overtaken by a Ferrari and an Audi. We are losing positions. This is not how you win races right here. This, I can just picture the team manager in the pits just smashing the table. Like, what are you doing? And I understand, how is the Aston's backwards again? Okay, I don't know what's going on with Aston right now. Too much power went in rear wheels. Now everyone is basically just following a single file line. Nothing crazy happening. As you can see, we're doing about 80 kilometers per hour. Real exciting, edge of your seat gameplay. And then we still get overtaken. The Porsche is coming past us. The Supra is coming past us. The Evo is coming past us. We are basically actually getting pushed out the train. This does actually work in our favor as it pushes us into the inside line, giving us the ability to actually overtake the vehicles that just overtook us. So I mean, it was kind of genius on our side, but on their side, as you can see, we have a full-on pile up around this corner. People are doing about 0. No, this is not good racing. You can see none of the drivers were prepared. Everyone is running still on race tires in the rain. Not a good combination whatsoever. We didn't find ourselves all racing towards the pits. We need new tires. We need fuel. Everyone's diving in. As you can see, the 86 in front is actually pushed out and it pushed back in like a South African taxi driver. So trust me, it was really competitive to try and get in as soon as possible, get in early. As you can see, we're still bumping vehicles. I went into the Evo, the Mustang went into me. Just a little bit of carnage here and there. Now, this is what threw me off about this pit stop. The Genesis only refueled. He left the tires. He did not change into mid-inters or racing wets or, anything. He's still on racing hards, if I'm not mistaken. Understand, you want to get out there as soon as possible, but right away, because there's no grip, you run wide and you lose positions. There's a Ferrari going overtaking us. This is not good racing. I don't know what strategy they are on, but this isn't a good strategy. Now this irked me. It grated my skin because, as you can see, the Aston Martin overtook us. Okay, we keep following the line. The Mustang overtook us. We keep going. Why? I don't know. Overtake the 86. Why are we still behind him? The Evo overtakes us. If we look, the Supra is overtaking us. There's no one behind us. No one. We practically in last. Oh wait, no, the BM had I don't know, the BM had a questionable strategy. He's already on like his third pit stop. But finally, the Genesis goes for the overtake. You could hear the engine revving. It was ready to overtake, but it just didn't overtake. As you can see, everyone's taking this corner very carefully. No one wants to be in any danger of spinning out or doing anything reckless because they know everyone, it's a close race now. You can make up positions here and now. You got to just pull it together and make sure you go to, hey, it's me. You have to make through this lap and just be safe because you can't make any mistakes with the racing being so close. Okay, now we actually get pushed out wide by the 86. Dirty move there. But see what happens? We actually come out in front of them. That's what is the Genesis doing? What was that? Why didn't he just turn? Why did he run into gravel? Now we are super behind everyone, and we just lost so much ground for an unnecessary reason. Somehow we eventually did catch up with the pack, and we banged into a wall. It's not going well. Every time we make up ground, like see this, slamming our brakes, we lose positions. NSX runs wide, Mustang's running wide, there's a Porsche in the barrier. So much is going on. Come around this turn, carry on. Okay, what's happening is a Dodge Viper just spinning like a top. It doesn't know what's going on. That was a very bad rejoining onto the circuit from the Dodge Viper actually going into us. I don't know why the Genesis didn't decide to just give him a little bit more room. Nothing. So I still checked to see if the Viper's gonna go into pit lane, because you are literally spinning out now. I think it's time to change the tires. You see, Audi takes a questionable line. The Mustang spins out. The 86 almost spins out. Somehow we dodge, we go around, and we make some overtakes. So I'm happy about this, because all of the places that we lost, we are now regaining. If you want me to do more of this, please leave a like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think of this. There the Audi spinning out, we're making positions, we coming back, we are actually in 10th now. We almost to the position where we started. So far the race is actually going well. We later didn't find the Aston Martin coming from, I don't know where. Maybe went off to the shops, go and buy a loaf of bread. I don't know where he went. He comes back on, rejoins. So now I think we are in 9th position, if I'm not mistaken, and we keep going. You can see we didn't make up any ground. Aston is still in front of us, and the Genesis has decided we're gonna go into pits again. After making up all that ground, they've decided, you know what, let's just throw it all away. We need more fuel. We need just more fuel. When we came out, we were in P14. Yeah, so I mean, look at it like this. It's not last place, it's very far off first place, but at least it's not last. Okay, so from here, the car ahead of us was too far ahead of us, and the car behind us was a good distance. So with that being said, we actually finished the race in 14th position. So this is how the AI reacts to wet weather. As you can see, they do make mistakes like us humans. There is carnage, people spin out, and honestly I enjoy that. I'm happy that Gran Turismo has implemented that. They have made the AI seem more realistic. They are hard tires, they spin out. It just makes the game feel so much more alive. So with that being said, I hope you did enjoy this video. If you want to see more like this, leave a comment down below. We are at the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.